Harbor Manor versus Diona Allen. Yeah, just when you started fussing, you know I'd call you, right? Your name?
Diana Allen.
And you?
This is Zayden.
You said, I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
Who they mean? All right. Where are we on this case?
Balance of $3,950.
All right. So from last week, I had that you were going to.
All right.
Sorry. That you were going to pay $1,000 that day. Did you pay that?
Yeah, I paid $1,400 all together today at 9:00.
So you paid the 14,000.
No, I didn't add the 4,000 on the last Friday.
So you paid how much to say today?
1,400.
Don't have any indication of that.
No, we got ledgers yesterday, Your Honor. So
All right. So if you did that, you got about 2,500. It's still. How are you planning on paying all of that?
Well, I was going to ask for a payment plan, if so.
Are the clients working out payment plans, or how do you want me to do it?
Your Honor, I'll reach out to my client and ask if they're willing to do a payment plan with Ms. Allen. Ms. Allen, do you want to give me an email address or a phone number? And reach out?
Okay.
You want me to adjourn it out 1 week?
Yes.
All right. Ma'am, I'm going to adjourn your case to May 22nd, 2026 at 1 p.m. Again, another in-person appearance.
Okay.
And let's see, they'll reach out to you and see if we can get something worked out.
All right.
All right? Take care. Take care, little man. Said, I am not talking to you. Harbor Manor versus Salim. Said Araja? Say it again. Al-Araj. Okay. All right. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir.
Sylvia Hingan for plaintiff.
All right. Where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $2,023.
All right. All right. How are we going to get this taken care of, sir?
So, if I have a time to talk a little bit.
Okay.
Salim Al-Araj is deceased on November 29.
Okay.
And this is his death certificate.
Okay. I believe you. So,
And Hala Arosasi, I am the legal guardian for her. And this is the paperwork from the court.
from the probate court, the legal guardian for Nala.
Hala Arosasi.
Allah. Okay. All right.
So as soon as Salim deceased, we move Hala to her son home, and he was taking care of her because she has dementia,
Got it.
and she has SSI $994 monthly payment. We paid to Arbor Manor December and January, and we was in the middle of funeral and all those things for Salim Al-Araj and empty the apartment and clean it up. And we gave the apartment at the end of March to Arbor Manor.
Okay. So the apartment's cleaned out. You turned in the keys and everything to Harbor Manor. You have no knowledge about it.
I have no knowledge, but if I can see the guardian, do you mind? May I see the copy of the guardianship papers? We might be able to just put proofs on the record.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay.
So, to your knowledge, there's nobody in the unit, correct?
No one. No one in the unit.
And I'm sorry, just to be sure, do you have like an ID or something?
It's in my car.
Okay.
Well, if you're
There's full guardianship,
right,
and so I think he can put proofs on the record. I
well, it seems to me you turned in the keys.
Yes, Your Honor.
So this is a possession only. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just adjourn it out a week.
okay.
You don't have to come back. Let them check into everything that you're saying, and if that's the case, they're going to dismiss because they have the unit. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So I'll adjourn this to May 22nd, 2026 at 1 p.m.
May 22nd.
Yes.
Okay.
And you, if everything checks out, you don't need to appear because they'll just dismiss the case. So what you may want to do is just call their office.
Okay.
And then you'll be all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have a great weekend.
I was just gonna look at it if you were gonna put. Yeah.
Forrest Knoll versus Ahmed Ajin.
Hi.
Hello. Your name?
I'm Ajin.
Julian Ian for plaintiff.
All right. And how much is owing on this?
You pull up the folder. I got them all out of order.
No, it's okay.
It was all in order. I promise. Find my first. Okay, I have a balance including court costs of $3,852. Mr. Ajin and I spoke earlier this week. He's planning to move out by the end of the month and is looking to resolve the balance with the payment plan. I reached out to my client and I just need to hear back from them as to whether they're going to be they're going to accept that payment plan.
So since this isn't for that, I just find you're moving out at the end of the month. Is that it? So what I'll do is I'll find no tribal issue. I'll issue a judgment for possession. For that total amount of 3,852. But the writ will be extended to this way you don't have to come back to May 30th. I'll just do it. It's a Saturday, but I'll just do May 30th. 2026. All right, sir. You understand that? So what I'm doing is I'm issuing a judgment. You'll have to the end of the month. Okay. If you don't pay the money, they'd get to remove you anyway from the premises, but you're gonna leave. Yeah. And then you can work out a payment plan with them for the back rent. Fair enough. That way, unless you want to come back down here and see me. Well, don't be so fast to say no. I mean, but all right, fine. All right. So that ought to work it out for you. All right. Take care. Forrest Knoll versus Arlene Bonner. Your name?
Arlene Bonner.
That's which one?
Yeah, I was late writing that judgment for the previous.
Oh, I was wondering. I got it. What? No, I had everything organized. Bonner, they're just messing me up. All right, where are we on this?
I have a balance including court costs of $1,630.
Okay, she did an intake on 5/12. Go ahead.
1422 now. 1422 now.
You made a payment.
I made a payment last week and I
I'm going to make a payment Monday because when I get off of work, they'll be closed today.
All right, so did you apply to SOS or Hawk, right?
Hawk and DHS.
Okay, so Hawk is reporting that your intake was on May 12th, right?
Yes, at 10 o'clock.
Received documents from you and are awaiting documents from the landlord for review. So I don't.
They sent the paper. The office sent the paper 2 days ago in my mailbox. It said I owe $14.22 now.
Okay, gotcha. But
I don't know your. I honestly I don't know your.
Because I gave them $1,400.
hold on.
Okay.
The last payment that I have, just to make sure we're clear on the payments, was May 5th, $500.
No, I gave them a $1,400 check.
Okay, I see, $1,400.
That was the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it was broken out into 5522 on the ledger for some reason. Since then, so after that point, there are late charges for May, and then the court costs are added onto that for a total of the $1,630.
Okay.
But we can.
But did they give any indication? They were waiting on landlord documents at Hawk to determine what they can help you with. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the case?
No, they don't list who the caseworker. Do you remember your caseworker?
I think her name was Alicia, but I can't remember her last name.
That makes sense. Okay. So let me do this then, ma'am. I'm going to adjourn you out a week. Okay. To the 22nd, 2026 at 1 p.m. and an in-person hearing. Let them get the documents over there, figure out if they're going to help you with anything. And if not, then we'll figure out where we go.
Can I still pay? Because I do have $900 today, like I said, to give to them on Monday, a money order.
Okay, you can. Okay, you can do that. Why don't you do this for me?
Okay.
This balance isn't going to go up anymore.
Okay.
Why don't you? Can I trust you to hold that? Or you
Yeah.
Take it out and spend it.
Oh no, I'm not like
Sure.
that. I'm positive.
Sure.
Positive.
Oh, okay. Don't come back here talking about. Well, I saw this purse or something I want.
Oh no,
I'm just kidding.
I'd rather have a roof over my head.
Yeah, I got you. I understand. So, and the reason I'm just hold on to the 900.
Okay.
Let them get the documents and let's see what they'll pay.
Okay.
Because if they won't pay the whole balance, but they'll pay part of it, we may be able to, or if they're going to pay the whole balance, we can get yourself ahead for June.
Okay.
How about that?
Perfect.
Okay? I think that'll work, and then that way things get less stressful.
Okay. Right.
Okay. We'll see you next week at 1.
Thank you.
We have one, I'll say like 1 and 2 versus, is it BK Diarrhea?
Bakai Diarra.
That's what I said. Why are you
No.
I'm kidding. All right. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Judge. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I messed it up the last time too. So, all right. Where are we on this case?
I have the balances for costs of $4,345.16. But I believe Mr. Yara was
Is he up?
following up with some with math and friendly from last week and see if that could be fruitful.
All right. Where are you on this, sir?
So recently my vehicle has that's why I'm not there currently right now, but recently my vehicle has been impounded. So that situation has totally threw me off of what's currently going on right now. So I like, sat and contemplated. I do get out of my lease next month, June 15th. I was wondering if I can get until June 5th to, move everything out and just, start a payment plan, because, just everything is just backed up without me having a vehicle.
All right. So you're thinking of just moving out? Can't get out before the end of the month? You know what I'm saying?
Because the vehicle, I don't have a vehicle currently with me to get everything out. So
so you need that next week.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
Did Mr. Diarra say June 5th or June?
He said June 5th.
June 5th,
right?
yeah, June 5th.
I think we can do that.
Okay. All right, we'll do it. Here's what I'll do. If I know tribal issue, I'm going to grant a judgment for possession. I'll extend the writ date to June 5th, 2026. All right?
Okay, Judge.
And then you'll be all set. All right?
Yeah,
Go
no
out,
problem.
get yourself settled. Take care of yourself, then, man.
Thank you so much, Judge. I appreciate it. You
All
enjoy
right,
your day.
All right.